Lovely. Beautiful. I love sitting by the sea. Perhaps it's a bit much noise, but we'll figure out. It probably works okay. Beautiful. So this is the coastline just south of Suay, just south of the Primary River. I love it. I try to come down here like one time every week, just try to motorbike down along the coast. So the topic for this one, traffic and driving motorbikes in Thailand. It is so dangerous. I mean, it's hard to how to put it. It's hard to describe how dangerous it really is. Personally, for like since last Friday, yeah, 1 week, I have been a bit reluctant to get back on my bike, actually, to be honest. Because last Friday I wanted to do a video blog back up at the Palau waterfall, because that was where I was talking about my ex-girlfriend and things around that situation, and I wanted to like do the breakup video up there, like explain why we broke up, and yeah. But yeah, two things. First of all, I forgot to recharge or check all the batteries, and it turned out that the battery for this camera was actually dead. It was I'm not sure what happened, like, because it's impossible to recharge the battery. So yeah, I'm not sure. So it's just to throw away. I bought some new batteries anyway. So that's one part, and the other part was that I had actually forgotten to recharge my battery for the motorbike camera, also the Drift Ghost 4K camera I bought. Forgot to recharge, and that was actually very sad, because what happened was on my way driving out to the Palau waterfall, no less than 4 times on the drive to Palau was I in what I would call a near-death experience, and one time when I drove back. Now, one of those incidents was not quite so serious, I guess, but it was still, you know, I was driving around 80-90 kilometers an hour, and I come around a turn, and there is this huge lorry, a truck with a wagon behind it, that's creeping basically into the road, crossing over my side of the road and into the other lane for going in the opposite direction. And I just came around a turn, so I had to brake down pretty hard to stop. But I mean, it was just yeah, I was perhaps driving too fast. Not really, I was not really driving too fast. It was just that you have to be ready for that kind of situation. The 3 other incidents going out to Palau and the 1 incident going back all involved cars coming in the opposite direction, driving past other cars, being in my lane in a turn where they had no view of the oncoming traffic. The first time it happened was probably the closest one. It was okay tight turn, and I was kind of focused on keeping my line in the turn. I was kind of in the middle of the road, and I was kind of focused a little bit too close to the road, you know, the road right in front of me, and I just noticed something black coming up against me, and I just threw the bike to the left, and it was so close. It was probably not more than a meter between me and the car, and like I say, I was in the middle of the road, and I was not on the left, like toward the middle. I was not. I was in the middle of my lane, and if I had been a lorry or a big car, that would have been a smash of epic proportions. I was doing around 80, and the car was probably doing the same, and I mean that really rattled me. That really rattled me. It was so close. Like had I been keeping the position toward the middle of the lane, I would have been dead. I'm pretty sure I would have been dead. And two other incidents were similar, but not quite so close. But still, it's people driving past, not seeing what's coming around the turn, right? It's this happy-go-lucky mentality that's just completely absurd to us Westerners who are accustomed to trying to drive safe. I mean, we do keep some speed, but still we keep an eye up, and yeah, I mean, if we see some problems, we slow down. Here it's just absolutely mental. It's yeah, it bothers me a lot, and I think from what I read on like Thai visa forum and stuff like that, this is one of the big problems for us Westerners here in Thailand. That the traffic here is just absolutely insane. You'll see stuff you wouldn't believe. So it kind of kills the joy a little bit about driving. I mean, I love driving the motorbike, but when you come into situations like that and you feel like, wow, I was lucky there. This was my lucky day. And you're not gonna have a lucky day every time. It's gonna, someday you're gonna get fucked over. You're gonna get smashed because some idiot is just has absolutely no sense about driving. They take risks like you're really wondering what's going on in their heads. Like they have no respect for each other's lives, and as a consequence, no respect for our lives as Westerners here. I mean, they don't care about us. This is absurd, and it's no wonder that Thailand is the number 2 in the world for traffic deaths, and I would argue probably one of the worst countries in the world in terms of traffic. How to put it? They're just really bad drivers, and it's about simple stuff like look where you're going. I mean, if you're gonna drive into the road, check the oncoming traffic first before you drive in. They don't do that. Often they'll just drive right into the road and then they look, and it's absurd. It's like if you have no chance to stop if you're coming at some speed, and some happy-go-lucky person just drives into the road, it's finished, and you'll be the one who gets the blame anyway. Because as long as you're the foreigner driving here, you're gonna get the blame, trust me. Because they have this strange concept of, if you didn't come to Thailand, this wouldn't happen. It's absurd. It's a joke, really. It's a joke. but on their own expense, really, and to some degree our expense, I guess. But it's because they just don't appreciate life like we do. It's one of those strange mysteries. I can't explain it really. But it kind of killed my joy for riding the bike right now, so I'm kind of just getting a little bit back into the groove, because I don't want to feel like I'm gambling with my life every time I go out driving. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be enjoying the nature and the experience of riding the bike. Yeah, so that was my gripe for the day. Try traffic. It's horrible. You know, you be very careful when you come here. If you're gonna be driving a motorbike or even a car, be very careful. Don't think and drive like you're back home. That's not gonna work very good for you. So yeah. Okay, signing off. Have a good day.